This is Francis, if you haven't seen him before, and he's my special boy. He's got a lot of anxiety, and, you know, we love him just the same. Right, buddy? Can you come sit over here? No. Okay. We'll start today by finding a comfortable seat on the mat. Be sure to pull the flesh away from the sit bones so that you're starting with a stable foundation. Draw the shoulder blades together and down your back and place the hands on the thighs, palms up, and close your eyes. Just start to become aware of your breath and allow the breath to flow in through the nose and out through the nose. Start to bring the breath into balance by making your inhale the same length as the exhale. With each inhale, allow the spine to grow tall. And then as you exhale, keep the length in the spine, but just begin to allow your body to soften, relax. As you inhale, fill the lungs completely. And then as you exhale, empty the lungs completely. Really squeeze out all of the air. Bring your hands together at your heart in Anjali Mudra, and we'll breathe together 3 times. On the third exhale, we'll share the sound of Om. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. And for the third time together, inhale. Bow your head. Place the hands on the thighs. Softly open your eyes looking forward. So we're going to stay seated to start today. Place the hands on the knees. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, turn the head to look to your left. Inhale. Okay, back to center. And then as you exhale, turn that head to look to the right. Inhale to center, 2 more times on each side. When you finish, you can just bring the head and neck back to neutral. Press down through the sit bones once again. Inhale, lengthen. This time as you exhale, lower that left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, bring yourself back up. Exhale, right ear to right shoulder. Inhale, back up. 2 more on each side. And when you finish, you'll just bring the head and neck back to neutral. Bring your arms by your sides, and you're going to start making some shoulder circles going backwards. Nice, big, exaggerated movement here. And then reverse the direction of your shoulder circles. Hi, Poppy. Hi, baby. Become still. Extend your arms out in front, rotate the wrists. Reverse the direction of the wrist rotations. And then once again, you'll bring your arms by your sides. Press down through those sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. So arms are by the sides. As you inhale, arms come up overhead. And then as you exhale, arms come back down by your sides. You're moving with your breath at your own pace. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, they come back down. The next time your arms are up overhead, allow your palms to come together to touch. As you exhale, hands come together at your heart. Place the hands on the knees. You're going to keep your back nice and straight, but you're going to pitch forward about 45 degrees. Make sure the sit bones stay rooted to the earth and start to make big circles at the waist. Now we're going to reverse the direction of those circles. Again, nice big exaggerated movement here. Sit bones stay rooted down. One more time. You'll bring yourself back up to a neutral neck, neutral spine. Hands remain on the knees. So just pretend that you have a string going through you, maybe about an inch and a half above your belly button. Take a breath in. As you exhale, imagine someone's pulling that string from behind you, and the back rounds towards that space behind you. Then someone pulls the string from the front, so that belly comes forward as the back arches. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, belly comes forward. Bring yourself back to a neutral neck, neutral spine. Take the left hand by your side, root down through the sit bones. As you inhale, let the spine grow tall as your right fingertips reach towards the sky. On the exhale, begin to tip to the left. You can walk the fingertips out here, bow out the ribs, breathe. Slowly bring yourself back up, placing that right hand by your side. Press down through your sit bones. As you inhale, lengthen the spine as the left fingertips reach towards the sky. Exhale, begin to tip to the right. Bow out those left ribs. Slowly bring yourself back up and place your left hand behind the left hip. Remember, we don't want to lean back here. Nice tall spine. Place your right hand on top of the left knee. Press down through your sit bones. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, begin to twist to the left. And remember, you do not have to go to your maximum twist here. Press down through your sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, slowly bring yourself back to center. Inhale, arms sweep up. As you exhale, keep the length in the spine as you hinge from the hips, folding forward. When you feel like your back wants to round, just bring those hands down to the ground. Hi, Clementine. It's just, a zoo here today. Come here. Yeah. As you inhale, lengthen through the crown of the head. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge. Start to walk the hands back towards the body. We're going to switch the cross of the legs, readjust the sit bones. Place your right hand behind the right hip. Left hand comes to the top of that right knee. Press down through the sit bones. Inhale, grow tall. As you exhale, twist to the right. Root down once again. Inhale, grow tall. Exhale, come back to center. Arms sweep up. Hinge from the hips, folding forward. Start to walk the hands back towards the body, and we'll come to all fours, hands and knees. When you're on all fours, those knees are just hip width apart. The knees are slightly behind your hips. Hands are shoulder width apart, and the hands are slightly forward of your shoulders. To help keep the weight out of the wrists, spread the fingers wide and then press down through the perimeter of the palms and the fingers. The tops of the feet are flat on your mat. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, shift your hips to your heels, your chest to your thighs, coming to extended child's pose. Inhale, come back up, all fours. Exhale, back to child's pose. Inhale, up, all fours. So you're moving with your breath here at your own pace. In and out of child's pose. The next time you come to all fours, pause there. We're going to begin to move into downward facing dog. So from all fours, curl the toes under. Begin to shift your sit bones towards the space behind you. Lift the knees ever so slightly as you press back through the heels, lowering those heels towards the mat even if they don't touch the ground. Downward facing dog. Start to bend the knees. Go back down into child's pose. As you inhale, bring yourself up all fours, and we'll move back into downward facing dog. So curl the toes under. Hips move towards the space behind you. Knees lift as you press back. So we want the hips to point to the back of the room where the wall meets the ceiling, and then relax the heels towards the mat. Once again, bend the knees. Go back, child's pose. Inhale up, all fours. We'll do that one more time. Curl the toes under. Hips shift back. Knees lift. Press back, downward facing dog. Start to walk your feet forward towards your hands, coming to Uttanasana, forward fold. Relax the head and neck here. Place your hands on your hips. Press down through the feet to come up to Tadasana, mountain pose. So when we stand in mountain pose, our feet are just femur width apart. Our feet look like an 11. They're parallel to each other. Now, one thing to mention is different people come from different schools of yoga. Some schools of yoga have you stand with your feet together. Where I studied, your feet were femur width apart. So if you study with another teacher and the feet are together, it doesn't mean it's wrong. You kind of have to figure out what works best for your body. I was taught a very alignment-focused yoga, and that's why my feet are where they are. So we have our hips stacked on knees, knees stacked on ankles. Pelvis is in neutral, so for some of us, that means we have to bring our navel in, tailbone towards the floor. Shoulder blades together and down your back. So your palms face forward. Crown of the head reaches towards the sky. Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, press down through the feet. Inhale, lengthen. As you exhale, turn that head to look to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, head turns to the right. Inhale to center, 2 more on each side. When you finish, you'll bring yourself back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Root down through the feet. Inhale, grow tall. This time as you exhale, lower that left ear towards the left shoulder. Inhale, back up. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Inhale, back up. 2 more on each side. When you finish, come back to a neutral neck, neutral spine, standing in Tadasana. We're going to make big circles with those shoulders going backwards. And then forwards. Extend the arms out, rotate the wrists. Reverse the direction of your wrist rotation. Let those wrists become still. Bring your arms by your sides. Press down through your feet. As you inhale, lengthen the spine as the left fingertips reach towards the sky. As you exhale, begin to tip to the right. Breathe here. We're not turning the chest towards the floor here. We're just tipping to the side. Inhale, back up. You can lower that left arm. Press down through the feet. Inhale, grow tall. Right fingertips reach towards the sky. Exhale, tip to the left. and breathe. Slowly bring yourself back up, standing in Tadasana. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. We're going to hold this forward fold. Perfectly fine to have a bend in the knee here. Relax your head and neck. Hands come to the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. So we're still standing in Tadasana, mountain pose. The knees can always have a little bend in them. We don't want to lock the knees. Bring your hands together at your heart. We're going to shift the weight over to that left foot, keeping the knee nice and soft there. The right foot becomes light. You can press it against your ankle, your calf, or the upper inner thigh. You just want to skip pressing against your knee. So push your foot into your leg into your foot. Find a gazing point, something not moving. Just let your gaze soften. The breath is balanced, flowing in through the nose and out through the nose. If you feel stable, arms reach up, tree branches grow. Hands come back together, down in front of your heart. You can lower your right foot, shake those legs out. Shift the weight now to your right foot. Nice soft knee. Left foot becomes light. You can press that foot against the ankle, the calf, or that upper inner thigh. Remember not to press against your knee. Foot pushes into the leg pushes into the foot. Find that gazing point. Watch your breath. If you ever stumble out of the pose like I just did, it's no big deal. I may or may not be able to get back into it, but I'm going to try, and that's what's important. And it's interesting, I've done this pose thousands of times. Today, having a little trouble with it. But I'm not judging myself. I'm not analyzing it. It just is what it is. Because this is where I am in this moment. If you feel stable, arms reach up, tree branches grow. Hands come back together. Down in front of your heart. You can lower your left foot. Shake those legs out. Come to the top of the mat. Actually, don't. We're going to take a nice wide-legged stance. My pen bled through, so it's not so easy to read my notes. Outer edges of the feet are parallel to the outer edges of your mat. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. So here you can bring those hands down to your mat. Feel free to place blocks underneath the hands. Feel free to bend your knees. Relax the head and neck here. Hands come to the hips. Press down through those feet to bring yourself up. So we're going to come up on the heel of that left foot. Toes turn in slightly. Come up on the heel of that right foot. Toes turn out 90 degrees. So if you're looking down at your feet, more or less, your right heel is intersecting with the left arch. It does not have to be perfect. Bring your arms parallel to the ground. Shoulder blades together and down your back. Navel draws in. Gaze out over the right fingertips. Take a breath in. As you exhale, bend the right knee. Make sure the knee doesn't go out past your ankle, and make sure the knee doesn't fall in towards the big toe. Root down through the outer edge of the back foot. Arms are strong and active, or as an alternative, hands can come to your hips. Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana 2. As you inhale, straighten the right leg. Start to reach the right fingertips to the space to your right. As you exhale, tip to the right, bringing your hand either to your thigh, your calf, the floor. Just like I said before, we don't want to turn our chest to the floor here. Our chest is open, shoulders stacked. And for some of us, that might mean we have to come up a little higher. Press down through the feet, bring yourself back up. As you exhale, lower your arms, bring your feet back to parallel. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Relax the head and neck here. Hands come to the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. So this time, we'll come up on the heel of that right foot. Toes turn in slightly. Come up on the heel of the right foot. Toes turn out 90 degrees. Arms parallel to the ground. Gaze out over those left fingertips. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, bend the left knee. Breathe here. Bend that left elbow. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, tip to the left, forearm to the thigh. The right arm can slide so that the bicep is right over that ear, or you can place the hand on the hip. Press down through those feet. Use your right hand to bring yourself back up. Straighten the left leg, lower the arms, bring the feet back to parallel. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. Relax the head and neck here. Hands come to the hips. Press down through the feet to come up. Come back to Tadasana, mountain pose. Stand at the top of the mat. As you inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, hinge from the hips, folding forward. From here, we're going to step back to downward facing dog. And then start to bend the knees. Go back down into child's pose and rest. So you can lower those elbows to the mat. You could cross the forearms in front of you and rest your forehead. Bring your arms back by your legs, whatever feels restful. Roll over onto your back and hug those knees into the chest. Once you get there, feel free to rock side to side. Give yourself a little back massage. Become still and lower the soles of the feet to the mat. The feet should be parallel to one another. Bring your arms by your sides, palms face the floor. The pelvic floor draws up and the navel draws in. Engage both glutes. Lift the hips. As you exhale, lower your hips. Moving with your breath at your own pace. Lift on the inhale, lower on the exhale. When you lift, your knees should not be jutting out past your ankles. The next time you lower your hips, pause there. Cross that left ankle over the right thigh. Take the hands around the right thigh, draw the legs into the chest. So while you're here, start to rotate the right ankle. Reverse the direction of that ankle rotation. Let the right ankle become still, and keeping the left ankle over your right thigh, lower your right foot to your mat. Bring the arms out like a T, the palms face the sky. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, tip the legs over to the right as you roll to the pinky toe side of that right foot. On your inhale, bring yourself back up. And as you exhale, tip the legs over to the left as you roll to the big toe side of that right foot. Inhale back up and continue moving with your breath, just rolling from one side of the foot to the other. The next time the sole of the right foot is flat on the mat, pause there. Lower your left foot. Cross that right ankle over the left thigh. Take the hands around the left thigh, draw the legs in, rotate the left ankle. Reverse the direction of that ankle rotation. Let the left ankle become still, keeping the right ankle over the left thigh. Lower your left foot to your mat. Bring the arms out like a T, palms face the sky. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, tip the legs over to the left as you roll to the pinky toe side of the left foot. Inhale back up. As you exhale, tip the legs over to the right as you roll to the big toe side of the left foot. Inhale back up and continue moving with your breath, rolling from one side of the foot to the other. The next time the sole of the left foot is flat on the mat, pause there, lower the right foot. Draw both knees into your chest. Place both hands on the right knee. Extend the left leg long on your mat. Really hug that right knee in. Now place the hands between the back of the thigh and calf, hugging the right knee to the chest. As you inhale, begin to straighten that right leg as much as you can without pulling it away from the chest. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bend. 3 more. When you finish, draw that left knee in to meet the right and extend the right leg long on the mat. Hug the left knee to the chest, reach through the right heel, and then place the hands between the back of the left thigh and calf. So really hug the leg in. And then as you inhale, straighten as much as you can. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. 3 more. When you finish, hug that right knee in to meet the left. Place the right hand on the right knee, left hand on your left knee. As you inhale, the knees pull away from your chest as your arms straighten. As you exhale, draw those knees in. Inhale, knees pull away from the chest. Exhale, draw them in. Keep moving with your breath here. Hug those knees in once more, and then place the soles of the feet on the mat. Allow the soles of the feet to come together as those knees open up out to the sides for Supta Batakonasana. Your hands can rest on your belly. As you inhale, allow your knees to come up, but just 1/3 of the way. Pause here as you exhale. Inhale, another third. Pause here, exhale. Inhale, knees all the way up. Exhale, soles of the feet come together. Knees open up out to the sides. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, number 1. Knees come up 1/3 of the way. Exhale, pause. Inhale, number 2. Pause here as you exhale. Inhale, number 3. Exhale, soles of the feet come together. Knees open up out to the sides. Inhale, number 1. Exhale. Inhale, 2. Exhale. Inhale, 3. Exhale, let the soles of the feet come together. Knees open up out to the sides. Take your index fingers, link them together, and then bring those arms up overhead on the ground, encircling your head. Breathe here. We're going to begin to transition into Shavasana. So grab anything that you may need to be comfortable. Once you have what you need, you'll just come to lay on your back. Legs can extend out nice and long, but allow the feet to just flop open. Arms come by your sides, palms face the sky, and the arms are a few inches away from the body. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, just let it all go. Allow the whole body to just sink into the floor. Relax your jaw by creating a space between the top and bottom rows of teeth. Let the tongue fall away from the roof of the mouth, and let the eyes rest in their sockets. Resist the urge to make subtle movements. Allow the natural breath to take over. Rest in Shavasana. Slowly start to deepen the breath, becoming aware of your body once again and becoming aware of the space around you. Start making subtle movements that feel good. You can wiggle the fingers and toes, rotate through those wrists and ankles. Turn the head gently from side to side and stretch through the arms and the legs like you're just waking up. Nice full body stretch. And then roll to the right side in the fetal position, and we'll stay there for a few breaths. Keeping the eyes closed if you'd like. Use those arms to bring yourself back up to a comfortable seated position. Once you get there, you can bring your hands together in Anjali Mudra, prayer position. We'll breathe together. Taking a breath in, exhaling. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be free from suffering. May you have ease and may you be well. Namaste. Thank you all so much. Have a great day. Take care, everybody.